gefunden wie Samachta bechagecho, ist ne Mamshach azazah nach Shono shel Simcha. Wir sagen Zemach, der das Schmei shel Mashiach Tzidkeinu, et wir sagen dreimal Zemach, 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 wird kommen Mashiach Tzidkeinu, Teke von Miyad Mamosh und mit Mamshech das Simchas Beis HaSheva, zusammen mit Mashiach Tzidkeinu, Vakitze Veranunu, Sheikh Neofot.
So in the very special Sikha of the Rebbe, Farbringing before HaKafos and Tafshin Nun Beis, the Rebbe explained the special connection between Simchas Torah and Mashiach, the Kochen Mashiach that we need to have. And in this Farbringing, what the Rebbe was speaking about was first of all the fact that on Simchas Torah itself, we mention in one of the Piyutim in Sisu V'Simchu, we speak about the fact that Boy Yovoi Tzemach B'Simchas Torah, that Mashiach comes on Simchas Torah. And in order to explain the connection of Simchas Torah and the avodah that's demanded of us, the Rebbe looks at the psukim of Ato Haresa, and first of all points out that the very last pasuk, which starts Ki Mitzion Teitzei Soira, is a pasuk speaking about what's going to happen by the Geula, the word of Hashem coming out of Yerushalayim. And by the fact the pasuk starts off with the words Ki Mitzion, the word Ki could also be understood as when. In other words, all the previous psukim starting from Ato Haresa down to Ki Mitzion, when is that all going to happen? Ki Mitzion, when Mitzion Teitzei Soira, that means it's all going to be when Mashiach comes. And more particularly that first pasuk, Ato Haresa Ladas Ki Hashem Hu Elokim Einoid Milvadoi. When is the time when we are going to have a world filled with Elikus, with a recognition that there is nothing besides for Hashem? This is of course going to be when Mashiach comes. And this is both what's demanded of us on Simchas Torah, and this gives us the koyach to do this avodah for the rest of the year as well. We're told that we're supposed to have our whole lives filled and permeated with the inyan of Mashiach. And the Rebbe teaches us that we're supposed to be starting to live a life of Mashiach already right now in our current state. And what does that mean practically? Says the Rebbe, this is the idea of living with Einoid Milvadoi. As Chazal tell us, that Ani loy nivresi elo l'shamish es koini, which goes way beyond just saying that everything I'm doing is for Hashem, with the purpose of doing it for Torah and mitzvahs. Ani loy nivresi elo l'shamish es koini is the idea that my whole mitzias, my whole existence, all I am about, is only for Hashem. It is only Elikus. And the Rebbe says this is really the message of the psukim of Ato Haresa, and this is the message that we're supposed to be taking with us for the rest of the year, living a Mashiach-dika lifestyle, understanding that our whole reality is purely Elikus. In this Farbrengen, the Rebbe goes on to speak about how this is particularly true in regards to Tinoike Shal Beis Rabban, children, who we see getting so involved in being part of the Hakafos and dancing the Hakafos. And the Rebbe says, Chazal tell us, on the words Al Tigu B'Meshichoi, this refers to Tinoike Shal Beis Rabban, because specifically children, the way they're being educated, you could see on them the inyan of Mashiach and how permeated they are with the inyan of Mashiach. And in this Sikha, the Rebbe speaks about how, particularly in this generation, when the children are called Sivois Hashem, similar to the first children that went out of Mitzrayim, these children particularly are so filled with the inyan of Mashiach and living with Mashiach, and the Rebbe encourages us that the education should also continue going along in that way. There's no doubt about it, says the Rebbe, that when we continue living this way and continue educating our children in this way, we will most definitely have the hakafos already with the Eibishter himself, taketh umiyad mamash.